short film that's going to be premiering on June 8th.
It is. We are very excited. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So tell me about the inspiration of creating this film.
Yeah. Well, we essentially love dreamlike romance movies, like Call Me by Your Name and Before Sunrise are the two we always say, but we just love this. I think our work is generally pretty dreamy and a little bit surreal, taking real spaces and making them kind of our fantasy version in our head. So we kind of did that. We went to Spain and were extremely inspired by the landscape and culture. We were coming off of like a really hard year of work and sounds a little cheesy, but we felt really healed by a lot of the things that happened to us in Spain. And we ended up writing this story about a girl not so dissimilar from our young selves who just experiences a new place and it changes her as a person. And we just started writing something on a farm at midnight in Catalonia, and that was that.
We wrote the like feature first. Like it was originally a full-length film, and then we're like, we should film a piece of this to try and help make the bigger piece. So yeah, that was kind of the inspiration directly behind then the short film. But yeah.
Oh, that was going to be my other question. Why Spain? Because you don't sound Spanish at all.
No, we are definitely not.
We come at it more from the perspective of Sophie.
Yeah, our protagonist is American in Spain, and that was obviously taken from our experience being there. But yeah, it was why Spain, because we were in Spain and had such an amazing time. We also met a person while we were out there named Rita Roca, we met at a restaurant on the coast, and she was actually our waitress, and she's like 16 at the time, and she really struck us, her personality. And it was right around the time when we had started ideating this feature about kind of being a fish out of water in this new beautiful space. And then her personality was inspiring and ended up kind of informing some qualities of one of our lead characters, Gloria. And so I think at that point it was Spain or bust. We got all our pieces here. We're so excited. And then Rita actually ended up being the lead actor in the film as well.
You're just answering all the questions I was going to ask you.
We're very talkative. We just drank our coffee.
What's that? Is it about the instinct about knowing someone that, doesn't come with like a history of acting, like with Rita, and just being like, hey, be in this film?
So yeah. Some people were like, are y'all crazy? And we're like, no.
I know. We care a lot about casting, and I feel like it's something that we, think a lot about and everything that we do. And so we reached out and we're like, hey, do you act? And she was like, she didn't say no. She was like, I'm an actor in formation, which we weren't really sure what that meant, but we tried to get on a call. We tried to get her to send a self-tape, and it took her a long time to like actually do it. I think she wasn't feeling confident about it and had never really done it before. And so then we just got on a call with her and just like kind of met her and talked with her and like just built a relationship over Zoom for a really long time. And we were just kind of like talking through the script and the character, and like she had a really immediate emotional intelligence about humans and scenarios, and just like understood dynamics very intuitively. And so that to us was like a really good sign. And then yeah, we just like,
she was just good. We did some
we started doing reads with her to kind of like warm her up into it, because she'd never really done that before.
But yeah, I mean, we were encouraged. I think, we did explore more traditional casting avenues as well with her part, but just didn't find anyone like her. Yeah. And we were like, we just can't. And she's got to do it.
We kind of figured going into it too that she's not a traditional actor. She'd never been on camera like this before. And so, but from like getting to know her and meeting her, we sort of knew that she would have this kind of organic spark. Like she definitely like throws things out randomly. Like she'll just like bring something random that you're not expecting into us. That was like so valuable for this character to just like kind of keep you on your toes, and to keep Sophie and the actor that played Sophie on her toes as well.
Yeah, they were so complimentary to one another, because Raina is, more traditionally trained, whereas Rita hadn't really acted much before. And I think
she'd done like theater class. And
yeah. But it was like a different, it was nice to kind of have somebody a little bit more structured and then somebody not. And I think those energies actually pair really well.
Did Rita also play soccer?
No,
neither.
She's an athlete. Like she does track, and she's like a speed walker. She
She
like
won. Yeah.
She's a gymnast, so she's very athletic. And
she won the Catalonian speed walking
Yeah.
championship, which she demonstrated to us in like day creative set, and is so incredible. I could cry.
It was important for us to find somebody athletic. I mean, there's obviously something. It's very difficult when casting a very specific skill as well. With this short, soccer wasn't like extremely detailed in the way it was shot, so it didn't matter as much, I think, with the feature. But both her and Raina did some classes. They each had like a coach, or Raina had a coach in New York, and then they did some stuff together just to kind of like work through the scene. But yeah, she's not like, she's played soccer, but she's not like a intense soccer player.
Because I do see that athletic form in her. That's why I was like, did she also play soccer?
Yeah, they both played before, but
Yeah.
not seriously. But
Yeah.
they're both athletic, which was important to us, because you
Yeah,
see characters get cast to do sports films that just don't have.
they don't sell it.
You don't believe that they're
They're
really
more the like theater kid type. Than
yeah.
But yeah.
No, and getting this to happen, besides you, the filmmakers, you do need to get a little help and assistance, and you have someone very popular as executive producer. Can you talk about having her?
You do.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's just the best. It's like a dream every day.
Yeah. I mean, we met Kelley through Luke Anderson, who kind of like, we were in an early stage of trying to get this project made, and he's like, I actually know a partner that would be really interested. And he had gone to,
and we're like, who is it? Like, and he's like, oh, Kelley O'Hara. We're like, what? Like, I'm sorry, we're talking queer World Cup winning soccer star. Maybe you want to be part of this? Like, okay, Luke, brilliant. So,
but they were best friends at Stanford. They went to school together, and so
it was just a long friendship. Yeah, and we met them via Zoom. We met Kelley and her fiance Kameryn and pitched the story to them, and they were like immediately supportive and passionate and on board. And we've been saying too, it's like this not weird thing, but like Kerry and I and Kelley and Kameryn are both queer woman couples kind of work on this film together. And I almost feel like sometimes we're all coming out with the film, because it's like, I think all four of us were a little bit like, later in life, queer women. And it's been really cool to work on a story with people who understand some of what Kerry and I have been through. But Kelley is amazing. Long story short, she's like, I mean, come on, is there anything better than being championed by a World Cup champion? Like, we're so lucky. She's so authentic. She's so charismatic about making this, both the short and turning it into a feature. And we're so honored to have her on the team.
This is going to be a full feature we'll be seeing.
You know what, Nancy, we are saying that. We all hope for it to be. And Kelley and Luke and Kameryn and Cookie, like our whole team is working on that.
Would you change the location? Because now I feel like that location has the heart.
We have to be in Spain.
Yeah. I think maybe like the house and all that like could change, but
it'll be Catalonia.
Yeah.
Or somewhere near Catalonia. Yeah, that's where we were inspired. And our Spanish producers, the team at Japonica, they'll be a part of it as well. They've been amazing to us.
Tell me about your guys' careers and how your career has evolved, because you've been working together for a long while. You started with commercials, music videos, other short series, but now with films, how has that challenged you in working together?
Good question.
Well, the funny thing is our relationship actually started with a film early on that was at Tribeca. And that was like sort of what solidified our relationship.
I feel like our relationship has always been very intertwined with work and our joy and love of creating things. I think this particular project, it's been years since we really embarked on a serious narrative pursuit outside of music video and commercial. And this one was challenging. I mean, you chime in too, but for me, it was like, we're used to having a budget provided and a clear timeline and a large team. And for, we're doing an indie grassroots lesbian short film in Spain. Like, there's not a big pot of money sitting around for things like that. So we were trying to figure out, how do we even make this thing? So I think fundraising was something new to us that we had to work really hard on. And then also like, just generally being on a lower budget was hard. Our team who chose to be a part of this with us, Cookie, Japonica, everyone, all the crew went above and beyond to support us and wear many hats. And that was a challenge. I mean, I would say we were spread a little bit thin on set. I fell and broke my arm on the last day after shooting the arm breaking scene. Like, we're all just exhausted. But it was so fulfilling and so heartwarming because the people who showed up to this project really wanted to be there, as opposed to like a commercial thing where it's more of like, I don't know, it's just different. What would you say for our relationship?
I mean, I think that the years like working in music video and commercials really set a tone and a style and sort of informed what it was going to be. And we had really like solidified that with a lot of projects we've done. And so that part and like, you know, the directing capabilities and, you know, even writing, I mean, a lot of our music videos and commercials, like people come to us for like narrative based stuff. That's sort of what our specialty is. And so that all was like solidified and we have it down, and it was, yeah, all the things you were saying were sort of the new elements that we were trying to figure out. And so
I think also for our relationship, to go back to the question, it was also kind of a little bit more personal for us too. Like, that was something that struck me about going to Spain and having people all over the world rally around us, because
there was an emotion that was like, I don't even know what it was like. I don't know the name of the emotion. It was like somewhere around pride and like
being
supported and
I mean, when we arrived in Spain, the amount of love we were receiving from
the crew, I mean, everybody was so invested in the story and like couldn't wait to like put it on screen. So it was cool.
I was like, you know, sobbing on set right before we shot the kiss scene because it was just so emotional, you know,
in rehearsals.
Yeah, we had a long coming out process ourselves, many years long. So it was cool being able to finally make our first queer narrative project. So a lot of feelings, a lot of emotion.
Why don't you invite people to attend your premiere that's going to be taking place on the 8th?
Yeah, well, it's sold out immediately, and we were
great news. So what's next?
I wish I could. Well,
we do have a bunch more screenings though. Like, we're screening at Provincetown, that you can get tickets there. We're screening in San Francisco at Frameline. We're screening at Oak Cliff in Texas, in Dallas. There's some things that will be coming out soon with more screenings in LA and like all over the place. So there's gonna be more to see too.
Yeah. It's Summer of Ripe. So follow us on our Instagram.
You can find out about everything.
What is our Instagram? Ripe_film, and we post all the screening updates there. So I wish I could invite more people to Tribeca, but crazy. Those tickets, man.
That's great news though. Congratulations on your big opening.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for your time. And again, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.